An electric second sceptre session for elite fillies and mares here at the Tattersalls December Mares Sale saw a top price of 4.8 million guineas, paid for Irish Oaks winner You Got To Me, the third highest price ever achieved at this sale. Consigned by her part owners Newsells Park stud, the Rafe Beckett-trained daughter of Nathaniel attracted bids from a whole host of determined would-be purchasers, including Newsells' own Graham Smith-Bernal, who underbid the filly before the hammer came down in favour of the sale's leading buyers, Ammo Racing.
I know the filly. Friends of mine owned it, and we know a lot about the filly. We know a lot about the history of her, so it gave us much more comfort, and she's ideal. We've got strong stallions that are going into the market now, and I think one of the things that I want to do is to back my stallions. She'll probably stay in training one more year, but King of Steel, Bucanero, Persian, Go Bez Go, these guys are all in studs, so we need to really back them, and we will.
It's always emotional when you get attached to a filly, and of course when you see a filly winning a race like that, and of course he's by Nathaniel, you do get quite attached. We didn't really want to let her go. We understand why she came to the ring, but we saw her potential as a very nice brood mare going forward. But of course there's a lot of racing potential in her as well, so Nathaniels tend to get better with age, and she's only 3, so who knows what next year will bring. We just wish the new owners all the very best with us. So.
It was sort of a win-win really. Either we'd get to keep her, which would have been great, or she'd sell for good money. So I was remarkably relaxed. I'm pleased that she's staying with Rafe Beckett. That's really important. He's done a great job with her, so that's great. As a stud manager, I'd have loved to have had her at the farm. Of course I would. But she's made great money. The Grahams had fun with her. Gave her a good push in the ring. The syndicate have enjoyed being part of it, which was great for our first bloodstock syndicate. So all round it's been a good story, and we're very happy.
Agent Alex Elliott, who acted for Ammo Racing, overseeing the purchase of this and 9 further buys during this second session, had sourced You Got To Me for part owner Valmont at Book 1 of the Tattersalls October Yearling Sales for 200,000 guineas, and reflected on the continuation of her remarkable story.
She's just the gift that has kept on giving. She's the second crop of yearlings that I bought with Anthony Ramsden, my best pal, and when I sit down and think about it, it'll probably hit me, but for her to do everything she's done for us, and Newsells as well as partners, and then for Kia to come in and buy it, and where do I start? I don't really know where to start. She's very, very special, and she's going back to Rafe. So just wish Keir the best of luck. It's all he deserves now. He's done so much for this industry in the last few months that really does leave me speechless for once.
Wildcard entry Prix Marcel Boussac winner Vertical Blue also made headlines during the second session, with the Francis Graffard trained and consigned 2-year-old realising a price of 3.2 million guineas when selling to John Stewart's Resolute Bloodstock online. The Group 1 winning 2-year-old by Memas was bought as a yearling for €50,000 and raced by her successful owners Benjamin and Francis de Bulle.
No, it has been a fantastic journey with Vertical Blue for my dad and I, because we are sharing this passion for a long time now, and it was a yearling that we bought a few years ago now. She gave us a lot of satisfaction by actually winning in 2 and then winning the Grade 1 Prix Marcel Boussac. We are very happy for her new owners, and we hope that she will be as fantastic for him than she was for us.
It was another daughter of Memas who broke the 3 million guineas mark when top race mare Believing was knocked down to MV Magnia, who revealed ambitious plans to keep the Group 2 Sapphire Stakes winner in training with her handler George Bowie in the hope of landing her first Group 1 success.
Well, Ryan and George were both pretty keen on her. I spoke to Ryan a good bit about her, and Paul, and I spoke to George, and George was pretty keen on giving her a go early next year as well, so I think we're going to do that. And Roger O'Callaghan has always been giving us stick for not having a Memas in training, so now we do.
She was sourced as a 2-year-old at the Tattersalls Craven Breeze Up sale for 115,000 guineas by Jake Warren on behalf of her owners and sellers Highclere Stud.
these things, as we know, are so rare, they're so hard to do for everybody involved. But we knew she'd come here and make probably between 1 and 2 is what we were thinking. And to make 3 is absolutely phenomenal, and to have most of the syndicate here, to see her go through the ring and make that much money was really special. She's an extraordinary filly. I was her sire, Megmas. It was when I started with Al Shakab way back when, and helped them kick things off. And Megmas was an extraordinary horse with his head carriage and his will to win, and she is an absolute replica in that regard. And we know they don't grow on trees, so very special.
In addition to nurturing the career of the day's top lot, trainer Rafe Beckett was also responsible for the training and selling of Group 3 winner River of Stars, a See the Stars filly who sold to Oakley Stud for 1.65 million guineas. Another wildcard entry to light up the sales ring was the Palace Girl, who finally rewarded persistent underbidder on several of the day's highest priced lots, Will Walden of Woodford Thoroughbreds, with success, with the hammer coming down in his favour at 1.55 million guineas. Consigned by her trainer Kevin Coleman's Sleevebrook House and raced by her owner Sean Grassick of Atomic Racing, the 2-year-old filly is set to join the Kentucky-based organisation of her successful purchasers, with ambitious plans ahead.
She just kind of checked all the boxes. Went and saw her a couple times, and I know it's kind of a cliche thing to say, but I mean, she's a big, beautiful filly. She's got a great walk, great movement, attitude was awesome, and the most important thing for a trainer, she's got all her conditions.
I couldn't believe it. It's completely way far more what we expected. We knew she's a lovely filly. She had the pedigree update with Tamfana, and she was very busy and lots of vets and everything, but we never thought anything close to that.
We put her on to a few people early in the season, and we had a little bit of a setback. She was big and weak, and we had to, back off her. And she done well to get out when she did, because she's 16 too, and great temperament. You can do anything with her, and I just hope she goes on now, and I think she will.